It's a battle of the game subscription giants. In one corner, is this the PlayStation corner? In one corner we have PlayStation Now, and in the other corner we have Xbox Game Pass. I'm gonna make this a monthly video where we analyze both of these services, Game Pass and PlayStation Now. We explore what the games are, I'll give them all scores, and then we'll compare and decide who's best at the end of each video.
Oh, but he's wearing an Xbox shirt. He's biased.
Yeah, I am. That's what having a YouTube channel is all about. Plus I have PlayStation shoes and a PlayStation clock, so go f***. For those of you who are uninitiated, my name is Josh, this is the Platinum Trophy. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. I make new videos like this every other day, looking at PlayStation and Xbox and I mean, probably Nintendo Switch and Ouya soon as well, based on the rate we're going at the moment. Hit the subscribe button down below, it helps me out enormously and it's completely free. Let me know if there are any games from PlayStation Now or Xbox Game Pass that you're playing this month. Really curious to hear which games you are checking out, if any, from these services, and what do you guys think of the offering this month? Are you a fan of Game Pass or PlayStation Now's offerings? Unfortunately in Australia we don't have PlayStation Now, so I can't actually even play the games on it, but I can still talk about them and criticize them because, you know, that's what we do over here. Alright, let's start with PlayStation Now because I think a lot of you guys are PlayStation gamers. I don't think my Xbox brethren have necessarily come out of the woodwork just yet. So let's start with the 3 games that are headlining PlayStation Now. I'm going to talk through each of them, what they are, give them a bit of a score, and then we'll look at the Xbox side, and then we'll compare the two in contrast. We're going to do this pretty fast because there's a lot of games to get through here. PlayStation Now has 3 core games headlining it this month. They have Nioh, which is an absolutely superb Souls-like game, developed by the same team that made Ninja Gaiden, and actually published by Sony in most countries except for, I think, Asia and Japan. This game is fantastic. Slow, methodical combat, but a little bit faster than Dark Souls, set in this Japanese mythological setting, and it's just a great game. You play through as a samurai, you've got lots of different styles you can choose to tackle the game in, with brutal, slow, methodical combat. Very top-notch Aces game here. I would say this is probably like an 8 out of 10 in terms of PlayStation Now additions for the month. Jump Force. This is a game I have had a love-hate relationship with since it launched. I've tried to start this game so many times. As you guys know, I'm a huge anime fan. Doesn't matter if it's this guy or it's this guy. I am a big fan of both of these guys. Jump Force has both this guy and this guy in it, but I cannot get into Jump Force. It's a weird 3D fighting game. Yeah, it's a 3D fighting game that wants to be kind of like an RPG at the same time. It features all of the basically Shonen Jump characters from the last sort of 20 or 30 years, all the main guys. It headlines with Goku, Luffy, and Naruto. And it's supposed to be this little love letter towards anime fandom, and I just don't know what it is about it. I just cannot get into this game, and it's doing... It has all the characters that should mean I want to play this game, but I just can't. I don't know what it is. Maybe there's someone in the audience who's played it and enjoys it and can sell me on it. I don't know. This game's 5 out of 10 territory for me. Finally, we have Streets of Rage 4. This is an old school fighting game that has been re-released as a new fighting game. I believe last year this one came out, so it's a pretty new game as well. Sega's iconic side-scrolling beat-em-up is reimagined for the modern generation, is kind of how it says. I am not a Streets of Rage fan. Personally, I never played them. I'm sure there's tons of guys out there who are massive Streets of Rage fans. 5 out of 10 for me. Alright, those are the 3 games headlining PlayStation Now. Pretty slim pickings for PlayStation Now, I would say. You know, Jump Force has a special place in my heart, but I don't think it has in a lot of people, and Nioh is a great game regardless of who you are, so one really solid game there. I mean, Streets of Rage could be fantastic depending on who you are too, but for me, yeah. Xbox Game Pass. Okay, we have like 7 games here, so we're gonna blast through these. We have Dragon Quest Builders 2. This is kind of the Dragon Quest crosses Minecraft game where you've got to build stuff, collect stuff. Essentially a Dragon Quest JRPG with Minecraft elements in it as well. Fantastic game, so much better than Dragon Quest 1. Easily an 8 out of 10 for me. It's great JRPG Minecraft. If you like Minecraft, play this game. Just please, try a different try it. It's great. It's a good game. FIFA 21 is also available. I'm not a massive rugby fan or anything like that, so FIFA doesn't do anything there. I've never really followed much basketball, so for me, FIFA doesn't do anything, but I know FIFA's a massive franchise. Let's give this like a 6 out of 10, I guess, just because it's a super popular hockey game. We have Outlast 2, which is an absolutely fantastic horror game. If you're not a fan of horror games, don't play this. But if you're old enough and you like horror, it's one of the scariest games available. Probably not as good as Outlast 1, I would have to say, but still a great horror experience. 7 out of 10. Steep. This is the Ubisoft Extreme Sports New Age SSX tricky game, or SSX game, about snowboarding and paragliding and just doing extreme things on this steep mountain. I guess that's why they called it Steep. Huh, I never thought of that. Not a bad game. It's fun. It's dumb fun. Dumb fun. That's the game. That's the name of the game. 6 out of 10. Final Fantasy X and X2. This is 10 and 10-2. This is the collection of Final Fantasy games from the PlayStation 2 era, I believe. I played Final Fantasy X. I don't ever think I finished Final Fantasy X-2. I mean, it's a Final Fantasy game. They're not bad Final Fantasy games. They're not the best, but they're certainly better than 13. Come at me. I'm here. I'm ready. X and X2, they get a 7 out of 10. Just Cause 4. Fantastic open world action adventure game. Very similar to Grand Theft Auto with these crazy bombastic explosions and things going on in the game. You're on this island. You play as this mercenary spy character who basically has superpowers without having superpowers, but he can just do anything. It's all about fun. Square Enix published game. This one here is a 7 out of 10 for me as well. Psychonauts. I'm not a Psychonauts guy. I never grew up with these games. I don't really understand the mass appeal. I tried to play one of them for trophies back on the PlayStation 4. I just didn't really get it. So Psychonauts, like I don't know, 4 out of 10. I have no idea. Red Dead 2. Oh, this is Red Dead Redemption Online. So it's the online component of Red Dead. I actually played a bit of Red Dead Online, even though I haven't played the story of Red Dead 2. I haven't played through the campaign, but I have played through the online. It is limited. It's not like GTA Online where there's tons of stuff to do. There is tons of stuff to do. It's just more limited than Grand Theft Auto Online. But if you got some buddies and you want to jump into this, it's free if you've got Game Pass. Well worth your time. You're gonna have so much fun with it. I had a blast playing with mates, but yeah, it's Red Dead Online. 8 out of 10. Let's go 8 out of 10. Have we given? Yeah, let's say 8. Why not? And finally, Remnant from the Ashes. You guys know I'm a massive fan of the Remnant franchise. This is like a AA Dark Souls mixed with a third-person shooter. It's made, I believe it's published by Focus Home Interactive, which make a lot of those sort of AA style games. It actually came to PlayStation Plus like a month back. Superb game though, absolutely fantastic, melding these two futuristic and fantasy worlds together with gunplay and slow methodical Dark Souls combat. Good game. 8 out of 10 from me. Very solid experience. Okay, that is all the games headlining Plus and Game Pass. So what is my overall final score then? Well, I mean, it's obviously Game Pass. Biased, remember? In all seriousness, Game Pass just has a far better lineup. We have 9 games headlining Game Pass this month, and I would say of those 9 games, most of them are top tier games. I know I'm kind of being trivial with the scores and throwing them around like that, but it's just to give you guys a bit of an idea of the quality of the titles being included here, at least in my opinion. You know, I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. I'm open to that. PlayStation Now has 3 games, and I would say of those 3 games, one of them is really good and 2 of them are fine. That's probably an honest opinion. This is coming from a huge anime fan too. So Game Pass, believe it or not, Game Pass wins for PlayStation Now versus Game Pass for the month of May. But I guess we'll do this every month and we'll see who wins next month. Who do you think's gonna win for June?
Well, it's obviously gonna be Xbox if he's wearing an Xbox shirt.
And on that note, just subscribe. Why the f aren't you subscribed yet? April Patreons, thank you all so much. You'll be seeing your names popping up here on the left-hand side of the screen if you were a Patreon from the $1 tier or lower through the month of April. Thank you so very much, each and every one of you April Patreons. You'll be seeing your names on every single one of my videos all through May 2021. Without you guys, we couldn't continue making these videos, so thank you so much. You're all egg ends in my book.